Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-January general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Sagittarius and cross watchers that energy is fluid. So you are free to flip the roles of any situation that I'm describing in the reading if you feel that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, let's dive on in because I did get a little distracted by the energy that I'm seeing on the table already. Sagittarius. What I'm already seeing here of an energy that's in around your energetic field that's coming through for your reading right now is someone that wants to say, I wasn't ready to connect and I am so sorry. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all in cassette. And it says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I'm picking up two different scenarios here for some of you guys. This is an energy that is coming back or has come back that is trying to start something again with you, Sagittarius. Maybe this is an on again, off again thing you've had with this person for a very long time. And they're trying to convince you that they've changed. They're trying to convince you that they're different. And it's really hard for you to open up and trust this again based on everything you've been through with this person. And although maybe for some of you, there's a part of you that really wants this to happen, really wants to believe that this person is here to stay, isn't going to hurt you, the majority of your heart is really suspicious and is really concerned, is kind of scared to see what will happen in this. Now, for some of you, I gotta say, there has been a breakup that's happened. Maybe it happened in 2022. Maybe it happened even around your birthday. I'm kind of hearing December, end of November for some of you. And you two energetically have still not let go of each other. You still think of each other a lot. Maybe because the way they left didn't make sense. They may have ghosted you, or they may have just broken up with you without giving a reason that made you feel like it was the real reason. And I do feel that someone didn't feel safe to love. And maybe they were afraid of getting hurt. And that's why they left instead of trying to work it out with you and instead of trying to explain it to you. And with this cassette here, I wonder if there's a specific song that comes on the radio that makes you think of this person. Maybe there's someone that's in the music industry that makes their own music as a hobby. Maybe you guys have exchanged CDs, playlists. And I don't know, maybe that song's very popular and it's hard to kind of run away from. But I do want to say that this energy wants to come through for you now, whether they already are trying to come back in or whether they're just using me as a vessel for you guys, that what happened between the two of you was not all your fault. And maybe some of you put that on yourselves, like, what did I do wrong? What did I do to make them run away? Sagittarius, I know it takes two to tango. I get that. But what this person had wounded within them was something they weren't ready to work on. And there was something you triggered within them that made them flee instead of fight for this. The letter B is sticking out to me, as in Brittany, as in Brandon, first, middle, last initial could mean something to someone. But let's go ahead and dig deeper into the tarot here. Three of Swords. This is how they feel about you, feel about the situation. Heartbroken. Maybe someone has like a heart tattoo. But this is someone that has broken your heart. And maybe they feel that's why they can't come back, because they know how much they hurt you. They know that how they did you was very, very wrong. And even if, Sagittarius, let's just say you are waiting for the truth, they don't think like the truth could really settle everything that's happened. I do feel both of you have been going through a tough separation during this period. And maybe, Sagittarius, for those of you that have been slowly starting to move on from this, as hard as it was, they're still very stuck. And I think they have a lot of regret. They have a lot of disappointment as how they couldn't step up for you. They couldn't be real with you. And they feel really, really bad about how they ended this and treated you in this connection here. Yeah. Okay, let me get this out. Yeah. They feel really bad, and maybe they should, you know, but if you guys kind of have ever thought that they just left without a care, you still haunt them every day. That's as real as it is. Wow. I'm going to get all the cards out and then I'll show you what the cards are saying. Okay. And if this person has come back, Sagittarius, they have noticed you haven't been very open. They notice that you're very suspicious. They know that you're very closed off, and it's nothing that they're angry at you for. They completely understand why. Bottom of the deck, the Fool card. Aries energy, Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with one of those signs. Someone could have those signs strong in their chart. It doesn't have to be the case. Yeah, with the Fool card here, I'm feeling two different scenarios of how this all came to be. For some of you guys, yeah, I'm feeling ghosting. And it's almost as if the ghosting was pretty harsh or a little cruel, like almost as if they just left. They moved maybe even to like a different city, a different state, different country without telling you. They seem to have been having a great time as they ghosted you, partying a lot, hanging out with newer people, posting a lot on social media, trying to get off that vibe and that air that they're on to newer and better things. That was a front for them to feel better about what they did. This is going to be a very real reading, okay? I feel it already. That was them trying to distract themselves with the vices of life in order to forget about you. And for others of you with this Fool card, they were kind of immature. They were kind of careless. They were a little bit aloof as far as how they treated you. And even if there's not an age difference, I feel energetically, emotionally, someone was very immature. And it's almost as if they didn't want to deal with everything that was going on between the two of you, especially if it was complicated. They thought it would just be better to leave without notice and to move on with their own life, as if it would be that easy. In Sagittarius, it was not that easy. That's what they learned the hard way. If this is how you guys met, they may have been really, really funny. They may have been very free-spirited, which drew you to them. They did what they want, and they were just very, very stubborn in living their own life the way they wanted to. And there may have been things about that you admired within this person. But on the other hand, they were kind of self-centered about it as well. And I think they thought this breakup, this separation from you would be a lot easier than it really was. How they feel about you now is the Three of Swords. Libra energy. If they took some time for them to finally sit in it, at first they just wanted to forget. At first they just wanted to date other people or go on new adventures, party, to forget about you. That was just all a temporary band-aid over the situation. And however many months, weeks it's been since this breakup has happened, now they're finally feeling the sting. And with the Fool at the bottom of the deck, if they did come back, Sagittarius, they thought it was going to be a whole new beginning for the two of you. They may have done some work to realize what they did to hurt you, but I don't think they really understood the pain they put you through. And by returning, they really thought it was an opportunity to have this new chapter with you, that they don't even understand the story you had in between them leaving and them coming back again. So now that they really understand it, whether it's the difference in your energy, you're a bit distrustful, you're a bit closed off, you're a bit cold for good reason, or it's the fact that now seeing you move on, or that you're on to newer and better things, or at least that's how you're appearing to this person, they're starting to feel really, really bad. They wish they could have done things differently. And they haven't been doing so well. What they think about you, about this connection, is Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So whether they watch you on social media or they hear about you through mutual acquaintances, they see that you've gotten back up again, doing pretty good for yourself even. With the Nine of Pentacles, you are financially doing well, you're independent, you dress well. Maybe some of you started your own businesses, or you're doing really well with your own career. And they're watching you from afar, and they're seeing how much you've accomplished, while they're still kind of stuck in their same old situations and their same old karmic patterns and behaviors. You're flourishing. And they're happy for you, honestly. If you have been doing well, if you have been succeeding, they wish they could tell you that. But for some of you, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, of what they didn't like about the connection, there's a lot about commitment that scares the heck out of them. They feel as if they were to commit, their independence would be taken away. They wouldn't have as much time to do their own things the way they want to do them. Maybe that was just a learned pattern from their family that may have been a bit dysfunctional, or may have been really unhealthy as far as codependency, as far as divorce, separation, cheating, whatever it was, right? But with this Nine of Pentacles, for some of you, they feel maybe if they haven't reached out, it's better to stay at a distance from you. It's better that you two go on your own path, even if they still think of you every day, and even if it's so hard for them to not reach out to you. They don't want to disrupt your well-being. What they like the most about you is the Page of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You may have a water rising sign or a water moon sign, but they do find you to be very sweet, very caring, very loving. They do find you to be someone that is sensitive, is kind, is a good friend, maybe artistically gifted through painting, writing, drawing, and that you are talented at that, by the way. Music, maybe even with that cassette there. But you are someone that anyone would be lucky to have, that has a good heart, that has good intentions. And with this Page of Cups, that's where I feel like they feel the worst about it all, because they know you didn't deserve that. Someone has really pretty eyes, too. Maybe they've told you that before as well. They like that you're so intuitive, so empathic, so sensitive. And you pick up on a lot of things that other people wouldn't pick up on. For what I mean by that is if you ever walked into a party and everyone's having a great time, but you notice that person or your friend who's a little bit more quiet, sad, you knew there was something wrong. And this person is just amazed at how intuitive you are and how much you sense psychically. What they don't like about you, Knight of Cups. Pisces energy, very interesting. So on the downside, maybe they felt like when you sensed there was something wrong with them specifically and they weren't ready to expose it, they weren't ready to reveal it, maybe you kind of did keep on pushing because it's reasonable. If there's something wrong, I want to know about it. If there's something that I'm not understanding, I want to understand so I can get a sense of how you're feeling better. They may have viewed it to be pushy. Now, others of you, they may have found you to be flirtatious, and maybe they just mistake your politeness, your friendliness as you flirting with other people. Maybe they accused you of that a lot, and that was never the case. But for some of you with this Knight of Cups card, you've definitely hit a spot in their heart that they weren't fully ready to understand. And instead of trying to understand it, they almost blamed you for it. What they like the most about this connection is the High Priestess. Pisces energy, Cancer energy for me as a reader. So that the psychic connection between the two of you is still very strong, the telepathic connection. Maybe you guys would easily pick up on each other's energies. You would know how to finish each other's sentences. But if it is about what's going on in the connection now, even if you guys aren't talking right now, there's still this thought or this feeling that you're still on each other's minds. And maybe they like the fact that it's kind of silent between the two of you, because if you were given the opportunity to tell them everything you feel, they may not be ready to hear it. Maybe they think they're a lot more sneaky than they are. They think that maybe they don't notice that they watch your social media, that they check up on you. But you pick up on it. I mean, with the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess, everything that you're sensing and feeling is accurate, Sagittarius, and I want you to know that. You're not crazy. You know that they're still thinking of you, that they still have feelings for you, but the silence is kind of what's driving you crazy. But you're right, and I want you to know that. But for others of you, they like the fact that they never gave you a solid answer. So part of them, that's what kind of takes the guilt off in a way. Also, someone could be wearing blue right now. Or maybe someone used to always wear a certain denim jacket. They did like the fact you were spiritual. Maybe someone has spiritual tattoos. What they don't like about this connection, 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The thought of commitment, the thought of marriage for some of you guys really scared them. And maybe that's what they knew you were waiting for. Or maybe you gave them an ultimatum of commitment or devotion or, I've waited long enough. If you're not going to date me, if you're not going to have me as your boyfriend, as your girlfriend, then I don't want this. Then what is this for? And I think by them understanding they weren't ready to give that to you, they broke it off with you before you could break it off with them. Now, to be honest with some of you guys, I feel that they didn't really like your family members. Maybe they felt like your family was judgmental or that your family didn't like them. And they would try to almost like pick fights with your family members by trying to get you on their side or on their team, but you may be close to your family, Sagittarius. Maybe this is how you felt about their family. But for a lot of you, yeah, that commitment scared them the most. Huge commitment issues here. Maybe ancestral wounds that they have not healed. Highest hopes is the Five of Wands in reverse. Leo energy. Their highest hopes, if they were to come back, there wouldn't be any arguments, there wouldn't be any fighting. That you would understand that they messed up big time in the past, but for them to come back, they'd be ready now to fix it all. They're honestly hoping that it would be as smooth as possible, and that may be a little bit unrealistic. They're hoping to make up for the fights in the past. They're hoping to make up for all the pain. But their highest hopes in general is not to fight with you, not to argue with you. And if they know that they can't have that connection without that fight, then they will keep their distance. They already feel bad enough from what I'm seeing here. Especially because this person does want to apologize. But again, Sagittarius, I just want to say and reiterate, honestly, they didn't feel like it was safe to love. And it was not on a personal thing. It was a lot of inner child wounds. It was a lot of security issues. It was a lot of ancestral issues, generational issues. I think it was way too much outside of what this connection could even handle for them. And also with the Five of Wands in reverse, especially if they have a suspicion that your friends or your family members don't like this person for what they did to you, they would be hoping that, there wouldn't be drama as far as that goes. If you guys were to get back together, be back in a connection, they're hoping that you would defend them. I mean, again, whether this is realistic or not, this is all their hopes that they're having in this. Deepest fears, Queen of Wands. Aries energy, fire energy. You know what I feel with this, Sagittarius, is that they're afraid that you're way out of alignment from them. That, yeah, you have gotten back up after the breakup, after the ghosting, after the devastation of what this did to you. You rose above it, and you're doing damn well at it. You are creating new things in your life. You're going after better, newer opportunities for you. You're looking good doing it too. I don't know if there's a picture you recently posted that made them go, damn, they're looking really good right now. It looks like a selfie, a good looking selfie. But anyway, with this Queen of Wands and their deepest fears, you would forever be mad at them. You would never forgive them. There would be no peace between the two of you as long as they're around. I feel with this Queen of Wands, though, mostly you're just someone that has moved on far beyond this. And the alignment is so out of range right now, there's no way they can catch up to where you're at from all the healing you've done, from the growth you've done. And they're intimidated by it, Sagittarius. They really are. All right. To see what they're likely to do in the near future, the upcoming days, weeks, if they do anything at all, will they talk about this? Will they try to reconnect, or will they just let it fade away? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, what they're likely to do in the upcoming days, weeks, and anything else you need to know about this situation. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Sagittarius, I really hope that this reading has given you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you're looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.